actually, managed to do amazing stuff. But then from where you sit, Omari, do you actually support this particular, what he says?
Specifically, according to me, on youth representation, we have not achieved our target. More so, if you can check the age gap of the youth leaders who are currently in the government, it's about 34 years to 40 years. Actually, that are not youths, that age gap of 34 to 40 years. You can find out that there's a huge gap in youth representation. So, more so in our government, if you find out even the CS for youth, is a person of 60 years. How can he know the issues youths are facing? So it's hard to explain.
Right.
It's a huge gap when it comes to youth representation in Kenya.
Right, and I love the fact that you talk about the age gap, and this is where I'm getting you, Daktari, for the political class, so that they can actually reduce this age gap. As he rightfully says, you have a 55-year-old politician who lived in a different kind of a generation. But then to woo the young voters, he has to probably even dress down. Where the language he or she uses has to be different. And we've seen this in the run-up to the 2022 elections, as well as even right now. Even most of these politicians dress, even how they sing, so that they can actually fit into the young person. They see we actually relate. As a policymaker, do you think this actually has even any effect to this young person, and even how they're going to vote?
First of all, I'd like to highlight that I come from Kakamega County. I just saw my governor was around.
Yes.
And that is a very interesting county because we have a young person called Peter Salasya, who many times we've seen the president actually warning him and sidelining him, telling him that he's inexperienced and he knows nothing as far as politics is concerned. That whenever he wants to wear a voice about something and actually real issues on the ground, he's reminded by the elites that you've just been around for a few years. I've been around for so many years, so huwezi niambia kitu.
Yeah.
So the kind of fear or intimidation we are getting, again, the president just had a meeting with the leaders. He says political leaders from Western Kenya. And he has been having those meetings actually. Nowadays, he has them weekly. Because the other week he was in Western doing consultative meeting. Today, he invited the same people to State House again to do consultation. And you did not see serious faces in that meeting. You didn't see any young person in the meeting to talk about what young people are facing. You didn't even see a young member of parliament who is known everywhere in the country in the meeting. You didn't see a serious policy maker called Natembea in that meeting. And personally, I would have preferred that they even did the meeting in a WhatsApp group, because the important guy missed the meeting. So that tells you how much what is important and urgent has been ignored, and what is unnecessary and actually not even urgent is being focused on. Yeah.
All right. Consolata, I saw you raising your hand. So even as you also add up to what he was talking about, we have had this tagline for a very long time. Politics is a dirty game. Do you think it is time for the young people to actually change that narrative, or it's going to be a narrative that is going to remain even as young people take up the political mantle?
Okay, so let me first add what Daktari has said, and he has highlighted a very important point. It's so sad that the current folks who are in government, those who are 45 plus, 50 plus, it's so clear that their goal is only their self-interests, not the development agenda. And it's so sad that we saw Honorable Junet Mohammed questioning Ndedinyoro's agenda, development agenda. And I was surprised. I mean, that is something that we're supposed to even learn from. And I remember during the former deputy president, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, he once went to Keharo and benchmarked, you can imagine. And of course, when you compare the two, Rigathi Gachagua is a senior compared to Ndindi Nyoro. I think we have already set out the roadmap, and I think if the young people are given a chance, we will not be dirty politicking again.
Right.
And there's a reason why Peter Salasya is always sidelined. It is because he has always been pointing out the real issues. I saw him also talking about Raila Odinga, that he has been taking the people of Western and Nyanza for a ride, that he has already taken advantage. Every other time, every government that comes in, he has to take advantage. And we have not seen a space for the young people. I mean, it's so sad that in some of these political parties, you see, that the youth spaces are allocated to a 65-year-old.